Netflix is on a re-encoding extravaganza. Is Apple finally going to make their own display screens? Android Pay comes to mobile apps and more. It's Tuesday, December 15th, and this is Crunch Report. Hey everybody, so Netflix currently represents 36.5% of US internet traffic, which is crazy. But when 4K video gets more popular, that number is only going to increase. So what are we gonna do about this? Well, Variety reports that Netflix is now re-encoding its entire catalog, the whole thing, with more granular bit rates, which should result in 20% in bandwidth savings for customers. Now, this is a change from how Netflix has done things in the past, which is use the same bit rate for everything. The new method means that more people will be able to stream movies and TV shows in HD without any noticeable loss in quality. Netflix will get a cheaper bandwidth bill, ISPs won't get as clogged up during peak hours, and then customers save on their data plans or at least watch more stuff in HD. It's not going to happen overnight though. This process is going to take months because Netflix has a very big catalog. But the solution isn't the only option. In fact, the company's been hiring peer-to-peer engineers, and one application that Torrent Freak got a hold of earlier this year read, "Our team is evaluating up-and-coming content distribution technologies, and we're seeking a highly talented senior engineer to grow the knowledge base in the area of peer-to-peer technologies and lead the technology design and prototyping effort." So they're working on it. Apple may be working on its own display technology, which would ease the pressure of depending on third-party suppliers like Samsung and Sharp to make its displays. This is according to a report in Bloomberg. Apple is said to have opened a secretive facility in Taiwan and is actively hiring positions there that could churn out screens for the iPhone, for an iPad, for other Apple devices, and also work towards improving battery life of these products by making the screens thinner, lighter, brighter, and more energy efficient. Sources say that Apple wants to switch to organic LEDs, which would save on power consumption. Now, rumors are rumors, but if Apple doesn't have to depend on another company to power its profit bread and butter, it'll build what it needs to build. Facebook is testing a new feature to rival Yelp and Angie's List and other companies of the like. Facebook.com/services is now directing users to the best rated and reviewed local service providers in their area. So this is contractors, painters, plumbers, doctor's offices, auto repair shops, child care, pet groomers, and so on. Amazon's Home Services and Google's AdWords extension have already both made inroads recently to connect users to local service providers as well. It's a hot market. By the way, the new feature was first spotted by Search Engine Land, so kudos to them. As for Facebook's layout, which is currently only available via the desktop, it's pretty basic. You see a search box, it's based on your current location, it services business with Facebook pages. You see how it goes. The company now says it has over 50 million active business pages on its social network, which is up from 40 million in April. Good news, everybody who uses Android anyway. Google's Android Pay is now available to use within mobile apps, bringing it more in line with Apple Pay to pay for things within shopping apps like Jet, or on-demand services like Lyft, or well-known apps like Hotel Tonight or OpenTable. Google's now encouraging users to try Android Pay by offering discounts in select apps. $20 off on OpenTable dining, $10 off your first Lyft or DoorDash, that sort of thing. Android Pay for apps like Uber, Seamless, and Groupon are in the works as well, should be rolling out soon. Now, like Apple Pay, Android Pay bypasses that annoying process of having to manually enter payment data on a small mobile screen. Nobody likes to do that, so this is a good solution. Google also announced that Android Pay is coming to Australia in the first half of 2016 in partnership with several of the country's major financial institutions, and MasterCard and Visa will both also be supported. Google says over 1 million US locations support Android Pay at checkout. That's via NFC technology, which is also used by Apple Pay and Samsung Pay as well. Hey guys, so there's this movie called Star Wars: The Force Awakens. It's opening in 3 days. Perhaps you've heard of it. Are you getting sick of that joke? I've been using it a lot lately. Disney's partnered with pretty much every company on the planet to promote this film, which is why I'm feeling sort of fatigued about it. But today, we have yet another experience, and it's a cool one. We got to talk about it. It's a partnership between Disney and Google and Lucasfilm and ILM called Lightsaber Escape that runs right in your mobile Chrome browser. So the deal is you're a Star Destroyer and your phone is used as a lightsaber and you're battling stormtroopers that pop up on your computer. You just go to g.co/lightsaber on your desktop and then you'll get a unique URL to open this up on Chrome. Now, earlier today, the server was getting totally hammered and it went offline. So if it goes down again for you, have some patience because the 3D graphics are cool. They were built with WebGL, renders really fast, no plugins logins needed, and it's very googly of Google. And may the force, no, I'm not going to do it. That is the report for today. I'm Sarah Lane. Thanks for watching. Crunch Report airs every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on TechCrunch.com. You can find us on iTunes, on YouTube, on Facebook, Twitter as well. See you tomorrow.